First to die.
I'm scared.
What is happening?
Oh. So cute.
Oh. Welcome to Okay Bud, the podcast where everything is going to be okay, bud. I am Ben Kissel, joined by Jerry Aquino.
What's up?
And Kyle Plouffe.
What's going on, everybody?
Today, January 20th, 2025, Trump is swearing on a stack of Mad Libs. The NCAA Football National Championship is occurring, and it's also Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Huge day.
However,
Woo!
dare I say, the biggest news is the debut of this fine podcast. So
Yeah.
thank you all so much for joining us.
Okay.
We're super excited to be on this journey with you all. So, the aforementioned Donald Trump, the swearing in, the inauguration, which is my least favorite word of all time. I hate it.
Why?
It's too much.
That's like you're moist.
It's gargled.
Inauguration.
You can't say it without sounding drunk. Inauguration.
Inauguration.
They shouldn't tell you to do the ABCs backwards when you get a DUI. They should just say what happens when the president gets sworn in. This is an inauguration. You're hammered, sir. You're coming with us.
What about in Spanish? Wouldn't it be inauguración?
Ooh, now that sounds fancy.
That sounds fancy, right? That doesn't sound as drunk.
Sounds hot.
It does sound hot.
And I don't even know if that's right. I'm guessing.
Yeah, it sounds like he's being sworn in on on a stack of Playboys.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So, obviously, we know Snoop Dogg's performing. The Village People performed.
Yep.
Donald Trump went on the stage and did his little dance. And when it comes to politics and music, another amazing era in American history.
Oh, my God.
We had Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Somehow survived.
Yeah.
During the Vietnam War, coming out with Fortunate Son, some fantastic tunes. We had Bob Dylan protesting. Music was just powerful in the 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
Not so much the 80s, maybe a little bit in the early 90s.
Live Aid.
But not Live Aid. Now it's back. Roseanne Barr dropping bars.
Bars.
Not so much a protest rap song, more of a supportive rap song of Donald Trump. Apparently it's called First to Die.
Is it really called First to Die?
No, that's our theme song name.
Oh, that's ours.
That's our theme song.
Jesus, you got me all tripped up. So
No.
Roseanne Barr, we're going to play a couple of her fantastic bars as they're talking about daddy being home.
Yes.
Now, I will say this, whether you support Donald Trump or not, no one is my daddy, including my father.
I agree. Yep.
So it is very bizarre that grown men who fancy themselves alphas are like, daddy's home. As if he's going to come and give them a spanking.
Yeah.
If they're out after 9 p.m. So let's just play a little bit of the newest song coming to American airwaves and earbuds. Roseanne Barr with this guy named, what the hell is his name? Tom something.
Tom McDonald?
Tom McDonald.
For a face tattooed dude with the long braids and the shaved head, he doesn't look like his name would just be Tom McDonald.
No, it really doesn't. It looks like he would be number 45677 at the Denver Correctional Institution after getting busted for selling drugs to middle school kids. So,
also known as Cheez-Its.
Yes. So this is a sad day for white America and a sad day for hip hop. You have Snoop Dogg performing at the inauguration, which many people are upset about.
Okay, we all know Snoop Dogg does anything he gets hired for.
I mean, I have no
anything that proposes the check will clear.
Yeah.
He's in.
I have no problem with him entertaining everybody. And that's what he does. Snoop Dogg's a man of the people. A man of the people. Let's play this song.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
Woohoo!
We won, you mad, you cry, we laugh, we wave the flag. Thank God.
Oh, my God. Was I heard an Adidas tracksuit?
The strangest part is Tom McDonald is dancing with Roseanne Barr like she's like super hot, like it's a Kid Rock video from 1997.
Yeah.
But she's all old and stuff.
Yeah, this would be very scary if you saw it in person.
Oh, yeah, this is terrifying.
It's a lot of trucks with American flags hoisted on the back. And
hey, there's nothing wrong with the old glory.
It's just like a really aggressive tailgate.
yeah.
All right, here she comes.
I'm a racist, got a mean hook, they can't get me with that jab. Trying to take away my right to go and say this. Well, listen up, cause this run is going bad.
granny.
Oh my
She
God.
sounds just like my grandmother.
Why
I'm
was-
trying to turn Becky into Dan.
Wow.
That is
I'm proud of her.
something else.
I'm just so happy she's staying young somehow.
She really is. Yeah, she is she is staying relevant. She's going against the grain. She's braiding her hair.
Yeah, she's got crazy braids.
Yeah, she's hip. She's cool. She's what all the kids are doing. You know when
Sure.
everyone's braiding their hair and everything like that, like it was 15 years ago?
Yep.
Her verse was better than I thought it was going to be honest.
It always is.
It was
Yeah.
definitely written for her.
It's still, she pulled it off.
She
Yes,
did pull it off.
She held the rhythm down. Good for her.
And she was twerking the entire time in her granny pants. And
Yeah.
I thought, she still's got some moves. She's doing what she does.
Yep.
It's not quite as bad as when she sang the national anthem, which I actually thought was kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
She grabbed her crotch
Yeah,
like she had a big set of nuts. And
Spit
she
on the
spit
ground.
and everything like that.
But she loves America, but then she can do that when she sings the national anthem, and that's cool. That's
Nice.
cool.
There's rules for them and not for us. And,
Yes.
I don't know. I'm just happy she's sucking the adrenochrome out of all the children to stay young and stay relevant in the best way
Apparently.
possible.
Yeah. And this guy looks like the guy that sang that thrift shop song.
Macklemore?
Yeah, Macklemore.
Oh yeah.
After like 10 years in prison.
Yeah, if you went to the joint, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if that guy could handle prison. Tom McDonald.
Tom McDonald. Yeah, I'm saying he would
Yeah.
have to go strictly by his nickname, Cheetos.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to something slightly more serious. Obviously, we haven't been on the airwaves for a little while here, and since we last spoke to you, there has been a series of pardons that came out of Joe Biden's White House. There is one that I would like to talk about because it is simply utterly disgusting, and it takes us to the fine Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Judge Michael Conahan. Now, how do you know this person? Well, he was the president judge who oversaw the Kids for Cash scandal. This was in the mid-2000s, and basically what they would do is get kickbacks from private prisons to oversend and over-adjudicate minors to go to those private prisons and stay there and rot away, and the judges ended up getting $2 million.
That's ridiculous.
Nearly 1,500 kids, or actually more than that, over 2,000 kids were wrongfully sentenced by Judge Michael Conahan and his associates. It is absolutely disgusting.
That's insane.
Yes.
So like for crimes that they committed, they just like got over-sentenced?
Over-sentenced, or maybe they didn't even look into maybe they were innocent,
Yeah.
whatever. There was
Yeah.
no justice, right? The justice system was completely broken. It was bought and paid for. Well, Joe Biden has decided that that's not bad enough to have him, Conahan, serve out the rest of his sentence. Conahan was convicted in 2011 of funneling juveniles to the for-profit detention centers. He was sentenced to 17 years, but Joe Pa said, you know what, buddy, I'm commuting your sentence. Get on out of here and go fuck some more kids.
Oh my God, for real? Just like fully just pardoned him out?
Just said, you
Yeah.
are done, my friend. Don't even worry about it.
Fun.
This story certainly doesn't bode well for the conspiracy, or certainly does bode well for the conspiracy theory that the government is run by pedophile Satanists.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look good on that front.
It really doesn't. And obviously, as we know, the government isn't necessarily run by pedophilic Satanists. That's Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Hollywood, as I've met those people before.
The way that they came out and said that, they pretty much said, oh, we pretty much had like an Excel sheet and went by some certain parameters.
Yeah.
And they were going for first-time nonviolent offenders.
Isn't it violent when you send a bunch of kids to go get raped and
That is-
probably killed?
Extreme violence.
Feels violent. Yeah.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there was a child that was killed, sadly, by his own hands. His mother, Sandy Fonzo, she's a grieving mother.
Yeah.
Don't make fun of her last name.
No.
She's not cool?
No, she is cool.
Oh.
Her son, Eddie, they called him Munch, even though he was 6'1", 240, but don't, see, people hate my big people.
Yeah.
Big people are like, you must be dangerous. No, you're weak. Okay? I'm sick. You got to leave Eddie Munch alone. First of all, he was fantastic.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, he was absolutely fantastic
You know,
in
Ice
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Ice Spice has a different definition for munch.
Is it? What
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like, munch, if I'm calling someone munch, it means I know they like eat ass.
is that right?
Yeah. What's up, munch?
Well, Eddie committed suicide.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, so that's not nice to say about him.
No.
He probably did eat munch. Probably did eat butt. Again, you don't get 6'1", 220 pounds without eating a little bit of ass.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it's just eating a girl out in general.
Yeah.
Eating ass, eating Play the song. Play the Ice Spice song.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Demonstrate the munch.
Is it sort of like is it like when Guy Fieri does the hunch when he eats the burgers?
No.
But it's kind of like that, but involving an asshole.
It's
still taking you to Flavor Town.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Depending on what dinner was had the night before.
Yes.
So they called him Munch, Munchie, or Munchkin. And he was over-sentenced. And he was sent to one of the private prisons. And Sandy says there he committed suicide because the facility was absolutely horrible. She says, God knows what happened in those facilities because my son was a completely different person when he came out and he wasn't a kid anymore. So he got out. I'm sorry he did not commit suicide in there, but he got out. And then obviously the trauma that he dealt with inside of this private, wonderful, state-of-the-art prison led him to commit suicide. So Joe Biden, thank you for just a wonderful exit. Just when you thought the exit from Afghanistan was bad, him leaving office. I was just reading a poll. He has the worst approval ratings in modern history when it comes to a president leaving office. And they say he was the worst of all time. And you know who's getting sworn in is Donald Trump. So isn't that a wonderful statement for America?
That is insane. Wow. Yeah, it's really saying something when commuting a sentence for a violent offender. They chalk it up to like an Excel error.
Yeah.
Just something like, oh, well, it was the algorithm in our
Yeah, they were just like,
Google
too late now.
worksheet.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, my Lord. So anyway, that story, I just thought it should get a little bit more air.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
for some reason, everyone was just like, yeah, the pedophile judge, the guy who, well, I'm just going to call him a pedophile judge because you know what happens to kids in these institutions.
Right.
Yep.
It's not good.
Every single one of those kids should get at least 5 to 10 minutes alone with him in a room to do whatever they want.
Oh, well, I think that's what he wants.
Beat the shit out of him. Well, yeah, maybe.
Well, he's going to go in there rock hard. Like, oh, kids, I was waiting for
Where are you going with this?
Yeah, my robe's a little tight this morning.
Whose side are you on?
I want those kids to be as far away from that human being
Yeah.
as possible. All right, well, let's stick with some other political news. Now, this might be complete bullshit.
Oh.
Okay, I'm just gonna caveat this, okay?
Okay.
No, Michelle Obama.
Okay.
And Barack Obama. People want me to talk politics, and this is what it is now, okay?
Yeah, it is.
It's tabloid trash.
Yep.
And obviously there's very serious things happening, but we'll get to those things. And we're here a long time, okay? We're going to be with you guys for a long time. So we'll get to those things as they transpire. But Michelle Obama, she did not go to Trump's inauguration. Everyone says, okay, it makes sense. She hates the motherfucker. I think he constantly tells everyone that she has a cock and balls. And then she was like, your husband wasn't born at all. He's a ghost, you know?
Yeah.
He does all that stuff. But interestingly enough, she also didn't go to Jimmy Carter's funeral. Now, this has people speculating, and it's swirling around.
What are the speculations?
That Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, they're on the outs, and Barack Obama's banging Jennifer Aniston.
No! Whoa! Where?
Yep, I heard it here first, folks.
What a start to the year.
Where does Jennifer Aniston come in all this?
Apparently, Michelle Obama appeared on the chat show with Jennifer Hudson. And they were talking about Barack Obama. And Michelle said, he's doing okay. He's doing okay. Yeah. He's still working too hard, you know. But I think that's something he will always do. So she was basically like, we're not talking about this fucking guy anymore. I'm so sick of him. Yeah. Oh, he was the president. Oh, whatever. You know, I come from the royal family, actually. I'm the one who actually set everything up. I'm the smart one.
Yeah.
Right? She's like, I wear the pants in the family. And then Alex Jones is like, I know.
We can see it.
Yeah, we can see it. But apparently, while vacationing in Hawaii, there was some interactions between Barack Obama and the aforementioned celebutard. So we'll see what happens. A close source to Mrs. Obama explained to People magazine, there's no overstating her feelings about Trump. The one that she's not the one to plaster a pleasant face or pretend for protocol's sake. That's why she didn't go.
Yeah.
However, I also believe because of that, she's not the one to go and sit there and say, oh, everything's okay with me and Barack when things are not okay.
Wow.
I don't know. Does that again? How does this? So he walks by Jennifer Aniston at a resort one time.
Yeah, and he's like down.
Yeah.
Well, you know, chicks want to have sex with Barack Obama.
I do.
So many dudes
Oh
do,
my
too.
God, of course they do.
Yeah, he's handsome. His voice is very commanding.
I know. I'm just so sick of like the Obama clones because he was the one to do it first.
He really was.
It was like big and it was grand, but then like every politician is now like trying to do that, and it's like you're not him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stop. Get your own thing going.
Yeah.
My Lord Almighty. So we shall see what happens, but I'm going to predict, and this is my prediction for the year. Within 2025, I do believe the Obamas are breaking up.
No.
Has that happened?
I think-
Have there been
I'm thinking-
presidential divorces yet?
That's not
Sure.
good.
Really?
Yeah, why the hell not? Yeah, I'll get a divorce right now.
Presidentials.
No.
Presidential divorces.
Oh, yeah, but I'm sure. You telling me that Lady Bird and she was all drunk all the time. Yeah.
But not divorced.
Ronald Reagan was the only president who ever divorced his wife.
But not Nancy.
No.
Yeah.
He left that first marriage early in life. Okay, so that doesn't
No.
even really count.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
So this would be like unprecedented.
Well, that's all he does is he does unprecedented things.
That's true.
Michelle Obama would be unprecedenting.
Hey.
So.
Yes. So the rumor has compounded, of course, that Barack and Jennifer Aniston are schminking. And this is what
That
she
doesn't-
had.
I still have no idea where that came from.
It came from this dailymail.com news article.
Gotcha.
Which is creme de creme.
Yep.
Some of the best journalism you could ever wipe your ass with. So they claimed Obamas were living separate lives, and he and Aniston were having a full-on affair.
Oh.
Now, Aniston
No
told US
way.
TV chat show host,
That is kind of hot.
Yep. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's also would be so ironic because Jennifer Aniston in the tabloid world is like the girl that can never find love. She's like, yeah, I just fucked the ex-president. How about that? I'm just having sex with the most popular president in recent memory.
Take that, Brad Pitt.
Recent memory.
She told US TV show chat host, I've met him once. I know Michelle more than him.
Ooh.
Oh, seems like she's covering up for a potential affair.
Oh.
In 2013, the National Enquirer claimed the Obama's marriage was dissolved and it was over. So who knows what's going on?
Wow.
But we will see.
She's getting munched.
She's getting munched by
Oh
EO.
my God.
Bo is doing the munching.
Yeah.
What a superstar.
Yeah.
Hanging out with billionaires. I mean, completely turning his back on the people he was supposed to help. You know, like Jimmy Carter helped a bunch of people, and then Barack was like, I'm going to help you all. And then he was gone, and he's like, fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Remember when you made fun of me for that tan suit, you fucking assholes? Bye. I'm going to go have sex with Jennifer Aniston.
Take that, nerds.
Bye, nerds.
Yeah, who could blame the guy?
Who can, I mean,
Who could blame the guy?
you're a former president. Bill Belichick is banging a 24-year-old.
That's
yeah,
insane.
for real.
Barack Obama's allowed to have sex with Jennifer Aniston, even if they do stay married. Most of these political marriages, my understanding is it's a marriage of not necessarily convenience, but political gain.
Yeah.
And it's just easier to stay married.
Sure.
The
Oh,
Obamas
definitely.
are now worth $70 million.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cash.
I don't think they're gonna get divorced.
If
I
they
could
can
see them continuing to live separate lives for a while.
They
but
have
Right.
separate bedrooms.
Yeah.
They live in the same house.
I
his and
guarantee
her
that.
houses.
I was reading an article. They say his and her houses might save your marriage. I was like, it's
I
called being a
heard
friend.
about
It's called being a
those,
friend,
too.
isn't it?
it's called a neighbor that you fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's hot.
I mean, yeah.
Want to come over to my house and munch?
Oh, daddy.
I'll keep the light on.
Oh,
God.
good. Well, I actually don't mind that. But that depends. Some people like to have sex with the light off. I always like to have sex with the light just dimmed.
Yeah.
Dim. Make it like a mood. I want to kind of see.
Kind of see.
Yeah.
Maybe candlelight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want standard definition. I don't want this HD, keep it fucking bright lights on.
Exactly.
God.
Yeah.
Like you're in a Walmart.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at a microscope.
No. Next thing you know,
No.
I'm in there trying to dissect somebody's your perineum. You know.
What's that?
It's the taint.
Got it.
The runway of the human body. I used to always say the perineum is the flyover country of the human body.
Yeah.
Really?
You know, yeah, people just fly right around it, but sometimes you gotta stop there.
I always called it the end seam. Look, when they're done sewing you all up, it's like right at the end, and
Oh,
boop,
yeah.
just that's where you tie off.
Yep. Also, in prison, oftentimes prisoners will have that torn open. It's very bad.
That's not funny.
No, it isn't. Well, all right. So that was our little political talk here. Again, we're on inauguration. Inauguration
Obama.
Monday.
inauguration.
And I suppose it's a perfect through line for Pornhub. Let's go back to 2024.
Oh, yes. Let's do it.
Pornhub has revealed the most popular U.S. searches for 2024. And here is
Didn't they release a more specific poll? What was it during the
what people were janking off to during the election, like the 4 days
Right.
during the basically election.
Yeah.
So Pornhub's just going, they're like, you guys like polls.
Well-
we've got polls for you.
They're also total snitches. I want to point out that there are a lot of grayed out states here. Those are the states I believe that have banned Pornhub, which as I traveled across country.
Oh, really?
Yes, which as I traveled across country this last time, it's like Texas has done this, a couple of other states, and it's very bizarre because the X-Files is still there, not the paranormal show. Well,
I was going to say, what's wrong with that?
there are a lot of ghosts in my porno. Ooh, we have to play that ghost video after this.
Ooh.
It'll be fun. So there's a lot of states that just like banned only Pornhub, but like there's so much porn, it's like so ubiquitous that technically you just go to worse websites now, and everything is just like natural. Like this is just me and your mom having sex on camera, kid. And next thing you know, you stumble upon your aunt and uncle, and you're like, God damn it,
Nightmares.
this is hotter than I thought it was gonna be.
Mhm.
Nightmare. So what happened? So, okay, you go to Texas, you're driving through a gray non-Pornhub state. You get on your phone, you put in Pornhub, and they're like,
It says you have to do an age verification thing where you have to put your ID in there, like you're trying to get liquor
Oh,
ordered to your house
God.
via DoorDash.
oh, God.
And I'm like, absolutely fucking not.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Anyway, so let's go on to the states that have allowed us to see what they were janking to most in 2024. Let's start with Washington, because Washington is the state where I don't know what to make of it anymore. I think, Seattle, I love Seattle, very hilly. Every time I've gone there, it's gotten subsequently a little bit worse, but
I've never been there.
you get your exercise.
Oh,
Yep, it's good for your thighs. It's almost as hilly as San Francisco.
Yeah.
oh, snap.
And almost as poopy too. But I love the people of Washington and Seattle. Their porn is very unique. It's milking.
Milking.
Milking women?
No, the perineum, the prostate.
No, is that what that is?
Yeah, it's got to be.
No,
It's gotta be.
No, I thought it was the guy laying down, chest first, like he was trying to avoid, sniper fire during World War II, and then his penis would have a little hole, and then they could milk it like he's a cow.
Oh, maybe.
Or, hear me out, there's an ironing board, right? But you take away that bed part and then you just lie down on top of the ironing board. Someone goes under you
Right.
and starts eating things like as if they're an udder.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what milking is.
Oh.
Horrifying.
if you're
That's-
watching someone get their prostate milked, are you just watching a dude get?
Fingered in his ass.
Yeah, but what's so erotic about that?
I mean, some people are into it.
Does it get milky? Don't answer that.
Yeah.
Don't answer that.
Does it ever?
So milking, yeah. Let us know in the comments section what exactly is milking. Oh, this is also a time we should plug the Patreon. Patreon.com/diebud.
Yes.
And we'll be usually going live with Patreon so we can read your comments live. All right. So milking, that's interesting for Washington. Oregon is furry, which I am surprised that the furry thing is still happening. I thought it was just a fad, but no, Dad. It's a lifestyle.
I didn't think it was a real thing.
Yeah, I didn't think it was real in general. I thought it was like
a psyop.
joke. Yeah.
No, that's not a psyop. That's the Flat Earth Society.
Yeah.
I was at a hotel that had a furry convention.
That's real too.
It's very real. And it's interesting because they're very nice. And afterwards, they all go to the bar and they're not all furred out. I mean, some were like half furred, but they were defurring, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was overhearing stuff, and it seems like they are just really into anime cartoon culture, and they took it to that next level. But then you also have some people that really add a sexual component to it.
Mm-hmm.
However, I learned that's not necessary. It's not necessarily necessary to be a furry. Some people are just in there wanting to have fun, cosplay as a tiger.
Yeah.
But then other people are in there being like, I'm a horny monkey.
Yeah. Some people are like, I have collected stuffed animals since I was a kid. I love being a stuffed animal.
Yes.
Some people are like, I've been stuffing animals with my penis.
And now it's time for me to get stuffed.
This is why Kyle never touch your son's toys.
No.
Don't.
Full of cum. Immediately full of cum.
Yeah.
Yuck. I love that child. I can't even believe what he's going to do one day.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Caden, you're disgusting. We know what you're doing.
Don't do that.
We know what you're
Okay.
thinking.
Put it away.
some furries, I do think there was a scandal in the furry community. Very similar to the Comic-Con community, where that's why you have to, every time you go to a Comic-Con, they're like, cosplay isn't consent. Because some people be like,
Yes.
oh, you're Harley Quinn. And I'm the Penguin. And it's like, no, you're not. You're Tom.
Yeah.
This is Sammy here.
And you just reached under her skirt.
You got to stop doing that. You're not the Penguin.
Nice.
Okay? You're going to go to jail.
Yeah.
You're a bank teller.
Yes. It's very disturbing what you do. You're probably a teacher or something. And we're not going to, let's not let the news get a hold of what you're up to here at this Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So the furry community had something very similar, where there's a lot of people coming up doing the rub, because it's a rubbing, like Andy Kaufman. Andy Kaufman was a rubber. That's why he would wrestle women. That's why he was the intergender
What do you mean he was the rubber?
He would come. Basically, Andy Kaufman, like when he was wrestling women on the late night shows,
Yeah.
he was like coming.
Oh my God.
Because he liked them big and he liked to rub.
Oh.
Humping.
He's a humper.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like that video where it's like, your dog's kind of a humper. Doesn't like to play with the other dogs so much.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of furries that were getting in trouble for the rub.
Mm.
And then they said, you're out of here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're no furry around here.
Gross.
No furry amongst friends. Speaking of friends, California is friend's mom, which does make sense. In Wisconsin, moms are moms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In California, moms are like, I saw you on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Like, they're so hot, so I kind of get the friend's mom thing for Cali.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, they're all like really like up to date, beautiful, young women.
I remember, like, I thought 60 was like really old, and now I'm like looking at 60 now. I'm like, they look younger than when they're 20.
Vanna White.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
And did you see that video of Vanna White and her son
No.
when he was cooking?
No.
Vanna White's son cooked her a beautiful chicken dish, and he's very attractive.
Oh,
And the
wow.
women were like, wow. Yeah, they wanted him. Nevada, their favorite search is Vegas, which is very on the nose.
Yeah.
So literally, you live in Nevada and you just search Vegas porn, which is
Interesting.
wow. Arizona is Navajo, which I think that's fantastic for the Navajo people.
What? They're just
But it's spelled the right way. It should be like Navajo, like you're a hoe.
Right, but that would be disparaging.
Ah.
Right. New Mexico.
Insensitive.
Yep, New Mexico, you got your housewife. So very traditional, very housewife. Colorado, you got foot job, which I'll never fully understand.
foot job.
I don't understand the foot.
Put the
Job.
foot on the PP.
Yeah, but it's
And
like, yes, but there's no way it can be as effective as a hand job.
it's not. It's all. I guess it's got to be the idea of the weirdness behind it.
I've done it a few times. I got no complaints.
Yeah,
Okay.
how many guys have you given a foot job to?
They wouldn't want my calloused manual labor feet.
You have no idea. That might be what they're into.
Yeah, you know.
Hangnail gets caught on
yeah. Yep. Oh, my Lord. Anyway, just to wrap it up here, South Dakota, I'm proud of you. They just went hot babes. Thank God. Some states are just like, we're going back to the traditional
Just want some babes, man.
hot babes.
Ooh,
babes.
geez, I just want to see some hot babes.
Yep. Wisconsin, my people, is P, which is very funny.
Oh.
Hey.
Because, I'll dibble dabble. I'll watch a chick, do whatever she's got to do.
No.
No, I'm just joking around. You never know what's going to happen these days. But Wisconsin, I think it's P. You know why?
Why?
Everyone's fucking hammered off a beer.
And everybody's cold.
And everyone's peeing all the time.
Yes, so they're peeing all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like your first memories of your mother are just like, I'm so full of beer, I gotta pee. And the next thing you know, it seeps in there.
That's so weird.
They're hammered. That's why.
This is why I don't drink beer.
Yeah,
I can't spend the entire night just running to the bathroom when I'm out with my friends. And there's
Yeah.
nothing.
that is very true.
I'm peeing more often than I'm actually drunk. It doesn't make any sense.
I agree.
West Virginia is fat woman.
Well, okay. So there's a small through line with the southern states. Louisiana is Ebony BBW,
Yeah.
Nice.
big beautiful woman. Tennessee is just chubby MILF. So they want a woman that's a mom but also fat, which is fine. Missouri is grandma.
Jeez.
Oh, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the South. They all want their nannies and their Grammys.
Yeah, that's true. And then South Carolina is just wife BBW. So I can get you a big wife.
Yeah.
You got to go to Wisconsin. So of course, they're going to pee all over you, but
Yeah.
that'll be fine. New York is interesting. It's Turkish.
Mm.
which is kind of bizarre.
That's weird.
Yep. And, well, let's see here. We can just wrap it up. Harry Bush for Maine. That
Yeah.
checks out for Maine.
Pennsylvania, everything outside of Philly is just Amish country. So they're like, I just want to see a naked woman, please.
Yep. Pennsylvania's just naked. Well,
Anybody.
Connecticut.
It just says anyone.
Connecticut's funny. It's queef.
Hey,
Ugh.
that's nasty.
It's because there's nothing happening in Connecticut.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Some ladies get embarrassed about the queef when it's happening during sex, but it happens.
Yeah.
It's just a natural thing. It makes
worry about
total sense when you're.
I don't love it, but it just happens.
It just
Yeah.
happens.
New Jersey, they went Iranian. And
Yeah.
isn't that interesting? Because that's also where the drones are.
Mm.
So maybe the Iranians are really up there convincing New Jerseyans, New Jerseyettes.
Iranians are pretty hot.
Oh, they're absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And just lastly, New Hampshire is enema. All right.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Something you can slip up there.
Yeah, just a little bit of fun. The old enema. Whatever. There's too much
Old.
I don't like the medical stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't really.
I don't like for you to remind me about like my gynecologist.
I went to my doctor when I was in Florida.
Yeah.
And she's a beautiful Cuban woman, which is also the Pornhub search for Florida. And
So every state's just up their own ass about what they see on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
They go home and they're like, I want to jerk off to this.
yeah. And she was a very nice doctor. She said I was obese. So I think that means like she's like really into me. Right?
Yeah, that's definitely what that means.
Obese. Like,
They're
ooh,
like,
look at you.
Damn.
Like, damn, you're obese.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you. All right. Keep it in your pants, doctor.
My eyes are up here.
Exactly. But where was I going with this story? She said, I have 2 more years. She looked at me like it was a horror movie. She's like, 2 years. And I was like, 2 years of what? She's like, 2 years. So you got to do the colonoscopy.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was
Did she
like-
did she claw the finger at you?
She
like
kind of
that?
clawed the finger a little bit. And I was like, are you going to do it? Because we can do it today. But apparently you go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, some probably old dude's going to do it.
It's definitely gonna be an old dude.
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
years till you get milked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is there? Can you guys stop doing the come hither thing to the
Well, that's how
prostate?
they better fucking do
Isn't
it.
ET finger. Just lights up. Ouch.
I better get mine. That's all I know. When I'm in there, I'm paying a top dollar for this. Give me a milking.
Yeah.
Gonna
Yeah,
hit the
yeah.
ceiling.
Give me a freaking milking, doctor. But apparently they put you out. They put you under.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They put you. That's probably for the best. Well, that's actually even more scary because now you know they're really going up there.
They're really going.
They're going up there.
I know.
They're not just doing the come hither thing.
Yeah. I'm like, why are you putting that glove on your head, sir? He's like, well, don't worry. I'm going to do some scuba diving in your asshole. Oh, no. I'm actually scared now again.
Yeah, that would felt real.
Yeah. I hate getting old. I mean, I don't mind getting older because my brain is wiser.
Yes.
And I've had
Yes.
so many experiences now that I don't have to experience again because I learned those are bad.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're good, but then sometimes they're really bad.
Yeah.
But the one thing I really don't like is the physical stuff, which they just demand that you do all of a sudden. Whatever happened to just dying from cancer?
I think that's still a thing.
That's still plentiful out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they judge you now.
Yeah.
Like back in the day when you would die of cancer at 45 or something, they would be like, I can't believe he's gone too soon. And now they'd be like, did he go to the doctor?
Yeah.
Did he do his appointment? Did he not take whatever you're supposed to take? Ricola? Did he not shove the Ricola up his asshole?
Ricola. That's what it was. Lack of Ricola enemas.
All right. Well, let's get to our final story. Wow, time goes by fast.
What's the final story?
Do you guys want to talk about a mortuary worker sentenced to 15 years? Or we have the 2 Oregon men who were found dead looking for Sasquatch.
Oh my
Well,
god.
that's that story. So basically, Sasquatch got 2 victims.
Yeah.
Or did they both look at each other from across the way thinking they were both Sasquatch? They took each other out.
It's very possible.
Ooh.
That's very possible.
That's what it sounds like to me.
I like that.
This was in Oregon. Dudes were 37 and 59. They were in this heavily wooded area in Gifford Pinchot National Forest, and they were looking for Sasquatch. But then they died of exposure because they were ill prepared. Or did Sasquatch kill them?
Or did Sasquatch kill them?
We simply don't know. And also, when it comes to the search efforts, I think they would have found Sasquatch if he was there because the search efforts were they did a good job of searching for these guys. They found the bodies. but no evidence of the perpetrator, which obviously, again, was the Squatch.
The Sasquatch. Yeah, of
A
course.
grueling 3-day
Maybe
search.
that's why everyone thinks they were standing like behind trees, hiding from each other, calling it in to the local sheriffs, be like, we've got the Sasquatch. He's here. I see him. He's going to take me down. And then they just both shot each other or killed each other from exposure. They both exposed each other to death from the Sasquatch.
They say that stupid little submarine, that Tylenol looking fucking thing, they say the Titanic took 5 more victims or 6 more victims. So I'm giving this to Sasquatch.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that was weird. That was messed up that they gave that to the Titanic.
I know. And if I was the Titanic, it's like, no, I killed plenty of people. I didn't kill them.
Yeah.
That was them.
Not those. They did that.
But
It's a completely different vessel.
If you like rob a bank and then all of a sudden you're in a high speed chase and the cops all die because they drive bad,
Yeah.
they blame it on you.
Right. So ridiculous.
Bullshit.
Such that doesn't make
So I'm blaming this on Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it on the board.
Put it on the board for the Squatch.
Okay.
All right. Well, just lastly, speaking of human bodies, a mortuary worker was sentenced to 15 years in prison for selling body parts online. Candace Chapman Scott sold human remains
Oh my.
from the University of Arkansas for medical sciences and anatomical gift program to a felon named Jeremy Lee Pauley. Now, Jeremy Lee Pauley looks exactly like you would imagine someone who buys feet and toes and fingers of other people.
Oh, God.
He has a lot of body modification.
He does body mod.
He body mods himself.
And that's a whole nother culture that's very competitive with one another.
That is a very large level of commitment to body modification.
He's got half his face tattooed,
Yeah.
one of his eyes tattooed, which is always the wildest to me.
So crazy.
And I'm not against all body mods by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
I think any artistic expression can be used for good. However, his, I'm not sold. I'm not sold on his version of it. There's also a picture of him smiling and smoking, and he looks like
Okay, that's terrifying.
he's about to kidnap your children and do horrible, horrible things to
He
your
looks
grandfather.
like he's kidnapped your childhood in your dreams.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a Robert Englund look
Yeah,
going.
he does. He looks like he's in your nightmares.
If you've ever seen the movie Wolf Creek, the Australian serial killer kind of looks like that. Anyway, he spent about $15,000 on getting a bunch of body parts from this woman who worked with corpses, and I guess she sold him the body parts. She got 15 years, and I don't know. Is it too much? I'm not sure.
No, neither of them actually did any of the killing of the people.
Right.
She's kind of hustling.
They're already dead.
Yeah.
Your Honor.
She was like,
Your Honor.
they were either going to sit in this museum at this college or they were going to help me feed my kids.
So Miller, that's the gal who sold the body parts, she was sobbing and she apologized at her sentencing. And she said, the FBI said it was truly incomprehensible and a detestable crime. But FBI, come on.
Yeah.
Is this incomprehensible to you, FBI?
Right. Is it incomprehensible?
Really? The FBI, that FBI? You can't imagine people buying body parts?
Right.
Oh. Did you list the body parts yet?
No, give it a list.
Oh, we got a skull, brain, arm, ear,
Oh, no.
several lungs,
Oh, wow.
Oh,
multiple hearts, multiple breasts, a belly button, and testicles.
Okay.
ew, what do you mean a belly button?
The belly button's really out there.
That's weird.
Got any belly buttons for sale?
Don't the breasts unbreast? Doesn't the fat like go? Wouldn't it just be skin?
I'm not familiar with the decomposition process.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well,
How
either
little
way,
we actually know about our human anatomy.
that is very
Yeah.
true.
So, okay. So, do you think that they took away the organ donor heart on her license? Because she didn't donate any of them. She sold them.
She did sell them, and isn't that
She
rude?
doesn't get to be an organ donor anymore.
Yeah, there was 24 body part boxes.
Now she owes her organs.
She really
She has
does.
to replace everything she stole.
Yeah. She also said, Polly, that's the mortician there. She said, "Oh, we give cremated baby, like the wrong babies, cremated babies to parents all the time," and she was like laughing about that.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
So that's not good. So it's I guess if you want to get your cremated baby, but
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
know.
You don't know.
But I don't know. It's not nice.
Yeah.
Not nice at all.
She sounds like the kind of person who would like drop the ashes on the floor and then just kind of like pick them up with a dustpan and throw them back in. Just be like, here you go. This is
Aaron
definitely your
dusting
kid.
Yeah. This is according to this fella. They say, imagine learning that the cremated remains of your child given to you after their death were not actually those of your child. Because instead, the FBI recovered the body of that child in another state.
Oh
That
my
is the
God.
shocking truth of what happened in the case of the family of baby Lux. So baby Lux was named Lux Siloam, which means light sent. And now his light has illuminated an evil and dark underworld of criminals who engage in the trafficking of stolen human bodies and body parts. I don't think that's what the parents meant, though, meant when they named him that. They're like, he's light sent, and they're like, yeah, he's gonna discover an underground group of people who sell body parts.
Yeah, like what?
I was thinking more like he was going to be really great at baseball.
Doing good work either way, you know?
Yeah. She says, according to Danisha Smith, Lux's mother, she's haunted by the night that, quote, my son being sent around the mail like an Amazon package. She's mad.
Oh.
Which is very true.
That is really sad. At the same time, I would kind of be mad at, not that you should kill the messenger, but I would be pretty upset at getting told about it. I imagine losing a child is a lot, and all the harrowing experience of burying someone and getting the urn back and having the ashes, all for someone to tell you, like, by the way, those are not your kid's ashes.
I'll be like, well, whose ashes do I got?
Whose ashes have I been crying over for the last 3 months?
Oh, my God.
So Paulie, the really weird-looking dude who collects the body parts.
Yeah, oddities collector.
Yeah.
What are the other things that are odd that he collects?
Oh, my God. Probably like Pokemon or something.
Yeah.
You never know with these types of people. He's on bond awaiting sentencing. So the gal got 15. So we'll see what the buyer gets. Do you think it's going to be more or less? I mean, technically, she was...
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of the main perpetrator, I suppose. Without her, none of this would happen.
I think you're more sick if you're paying for that stuff than being paid for it.
That's also true.
Yeah. 'Cause she had, a supply of something.
He went
but
and
he's
looked
like,
for it.
I want hands and feet and lungs and tits.
Yes.
Send
Oh, right. Yeah, that's just bizarre. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget the belly button.
And I'll give you 5 figures.
Forget the belly button.
What are you gonna do with the belly button?
Don't worry about it.
Munch it.
Oh, God. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to the debut episode of OK Bud, the podcast where everything's going to be OK Bud. We'll be back tomorrow. And yes, thank you all so much. And again, go to our Patreon, patreon.com/diebud, $10 a month. You'll get to watch every show live, comment, and we can't wait to join you. Jerry Aquino, Kyle Plouffe,
Yes.
Ben Kissel. You can find us all on social media as well. Give us a follow on Instagram. I'm still hemorrhaging followers. All right, everyone. Hail yourself. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.